Christina, your best friend who loves horror, back in the horror library. Recently, I've been watching a lot of night shift themed horror movies, and I thought it would be cool if I share with you guys my top 3. So I want to start off with a recent watch for me, and that is Night Shift from 2023. This movie just came out earlier this month, like on March 8th. So while working her first night at a remote motel, a young woman, Gwen Taylor, begins to suspect that she's being followed by a dangerous character from her past. But as the night wears on, more supernatural events occur. She quickly finds out that nothing is what it appears to be. So I feel like if Motel Hell, Vacancy, and a dabble of Identity had a baby, it would be Night Shift. I absolutely love the vibe of this movie. Immediately when the movie first started, I knew that I was gonna like it. Does that ever happen to you? I think within the first like 2-3 minutes, I knew, because I like the vibe, you know? It has a familiar setup, it's straightforward, and it's genuinely creepy. That's honestly all I ask for when it comes to horror. I wanna be creeped out. So when I say familiar, I mean like the tropes. We've seen certain tropes before. However, there may or may not be a reason why these tropes are in this film. You just have to watch to find out. I'm not gonna spoil it. No, seriously, I'm not gonna spoil it because it's a new movie. And I never do spoilers because bad things happen to people when they spoil movies. Phoebe Tonkin, she stars in this as Gwen, and I love her. I absolutely loved her in The Secret Circle, and I will never forgive the CW for canceling that show. I don't care if it's been over 10 years, okay? It haunts my life. Back to Night Shift. So when it comes to the character Gwen, you know, you definitely feel for her because she's in a real sticky situation. As we're watching and all these crazy, creepy things are happening, I know that I was just like,
you in danger, girl.
However, in some ways you can understand maybe why she stayed, but most likely I would have left. Lamorne Morris, he plays Teddy, the motel owner. He has such big dreams for his little motel, and he is hilarious. I definitely did want to see more of him. Madison Hu, she plays Alice, and I don't want to go too much into her character, but I do love the bond that her and Gwen form. So yeah, if you're looking for a fun, creepy horror movie to check out, I highly recommend this one. I had such a good time with it, and I'll leave it at that. Next, the supernatural horror, The Autopsy of Jane Doe from 2016. Father and son coroners receive a mysterious unidentified corpse with no apparent cause of death. As they attempt to examine the beautiful young Jane Doe, they discover increasingly bizarre clues that hold the key to her terrifying secrets. The build up in this film is perfection. Let me tell you guys a quick story about when I first watched this movie because it is so iconic. It's really not, but I was creeped out, so I just want to share. Basically, this is back when I used to work my corporate job, and I was the only one basically in the office, pretty much the only one there. I remember because it was around Christmas. This was probably like maybe 2 days after Christmas or so, right? I don't even remember. It could have been before Christmas, after, I don't know, okay? So I decided on my personal laptop, not the works computer or laptop that they gave me, that I'm going to watch this movie and it's going to be great. Guys, I watched this movie in the daytime in my cubicle. I swore at the time, I swore, I was like hearing things. I was so creeped out. So the father and son think it's going to be a regular autopsy at their family run mortuary, and it's far from that. As they start to like check out this corpse, like they're examining it, again, there's no identification. Then on top of that, there's some bizarre things going on. So the corpse had a crazy amount of weird and very much unexplainable symptoms. Like to this day, there are plenty of scenes from this film that live with me, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be with me forever. Don't you love that? So at first you may think that this one is a haunted horror, but it's not. You know, it is something new, and right away it grabs my attention. Sometimes I do like to rewatch it if I need like a little razzle dazzle, but I also love recommending it to friends who, you know, might have missed out on it a couple of years ago. It has a unique premise, great performances, and terrifying implications. And for my final one, I'm gonna go with the psychological horror, Last Shift from 2014. After Ricky cop Jessica Lauren is assigned the last shift at a closing police station, she must wait for a hazardous material crew to pick up biomedical evidence. However, the shift turns into a living nightmare. So this Ricky cop is ordered under no circumstances to leave. And that wouldn't have been me. I would have left. I knew this right away when I first watched this film. Like, it wouldn't be me. In my opinion, she should have just gone to like a diner and ordered some coffee and nibbled on a donut until dawn, and then just go back there and lied and say that she was. Or she could have went to a public parking lot and like took a nap until dawn, and then once again go back there, and if they asked what happened, where were you? I was there. My point though, she should have left. Seriously though, I'm a big fan of this movie. I feel like it is a hidden gem and it has so many genuine scares that I love rewatching. So the actress who plays Jessica, Julianne Harkavy, and I'm so sorry if I mispronounced her last name, she's pretty much a one-woman show and she definitely killed it. Alright guys, so that's my list of night shift themed horror movies. Let me know what are some of your favorites and I will see you guys next time. I know that I was just like,
you in danger, girl.
Like and subscribe!